All right. I guess I have to get to the end, to Tickety-Boo News. So I have to bring this up. Global Atheist Convention called Reason to Hope is canceled because no one wants to go. And I don't mean to be triumphalist about it, but here's the story. I think this is from us. This is the Daily Wire. The third annual Global Atheist Convention, ironically dubbed Reason to Hope, has been canceled due to dismal ticket sales, the Sydney Morning Herald reports. Turns out offering nihilism packaged as hope doesn't sell too well to the masses. The conference, which was scheduled for February of this year, was set to be headlined by atheist novelist Sir Salman Rushdie, who was a huge get for the convention organizers. You would think so. This is the guy, the Ayatollah Khomeini. This is when Islamism first really rose to the surface. The Ayatollah Khomeini issued a fatwa against Rushdie for his novel The Satanic Verses in 1989. And fellow atheist Richard Dawkins was also in the anti-God roster. There was a star. You know, this is something that people are noticing, that remember the new atheist Dawkins and all these other people? They were supposed to be such a big deal, and they've kind of fizzled. It's kind of fizzled out. And I will tell you why I think this has happened. I believe that the popularity of the new atheists was an attempt to salvage multiculturalism in the face of Islamism. Of radical Islam. Nobody on the left wanted to say, maybe Islam is a bad religion. Maybe there is a God, and God has certain features and qualities, and you can be wrong about God, who God is. I think a person who is serving a mean, nasty, judgmental little Allah who wants him to blow people up because he doesn't believe in him is not serving God at all. I don't believe that Allah is Allah. I don't believe that Allah is God. And I think that people were afraid to say that. They were afraid to say, hey, there's a problem in the house of Islam. There's a problem with the God they're worshiping. So instead, they said, well, it's all religion, a big problem. Now, Sam Harris has been very good about this. He is an atheist, and he does say Islam is really the big problem, and he gets hammered for that a lot. So Sam Harris is off the hook on this, but I think the popularity of these people was based on this idea that somehow this was going to save us from getting rid of our multiculturalism. I was writing books for Thomas Nelson, some of my young adult thrillers for Thomas Nelson, and I said to him, you don't have to be afraid of atheists, because when you argue with them, you win. Their arguments are lousy. And look, some of these people, Dawkins is a smart guy, his arguments are lousy. Sam Harris, smart guy, his arguments are bad. You can beat these guys in argument. I love to have atheists come out and say what they have to say, because I think we can win that argument. The things that really hurt God are corruption in the church. Catholics get angry at me because I keep going back to the priest molesters, not because I don't like the Catholic Church, because I like the Catholic Church. And that's what hurts God. What hurts God is small-mindedness and meanness, and hammering people with your Bible for their lives instead of forgiving them, which is what God keeps telling you to do on every page of the New Testament. Being judgmental and small-minded in the name of God, which is not God. Those are the things that hurt God. But atheism, intellectual atheism is great. We can always challenge that. And I'm not so sure Richard Dawkins is going to make it to the grave without changing his mind. Because I've heard him say things like, what does he say? I'm a secular Christian and all that, because that doesn't make any sense. And Dawkins is smart enough; he might figure that out. So anyway, I just wanted to say that I think when you read news about the new atheists, that's what you're reading. You're not reading an attack on God. You are reading an attack on God, but you're also reading a desperate attempt to defend a philosophy, relativism, which has failed utterly and fails per se because it makes no sense. Tomorrow, hopefully, Sebastian Gorka will be here, and we will put his feet to the fire and question him about this civil war in the GOP and what Roy Moore means for it. Please be there. And next week, are we going to run that Scott Adams interview? Yeah. I interviewed Dilbert's creator, Scott Adams. What a great interview that was. And that's going to be next week, I think on Tuesday, probably, since Thursday's Thanksgiving. All right, I'm Andrew Klavan. This is The Andrew Klavan Show. We'll see you again tomorrow.